I'm so dreadfully sorry that I'm a tad bit late. Well, I have had quite a few appointments scheduled for the past couple of days, so it's been a tad chaotic. But I'm so glad that you could meet with me today. Yes. Well, now, let me just take a look in my book here. Let's see. Oh, yes. Here you are. Oh, I'm sorry. My name's Guinevere. So rude of me to not introduce myself. Yes, well, I'm the fairy who's in charge of this particular year. Yes. Well, we tried for a while only giving one fairy jurisdiction over the passing of time, but, well, she got a bit run down over the whole thing, so we decided to break it down into more manageable tasks, and we each got a year. Yes, we actually just held a sort of going away party for my predecessor. Her name was Trudy, and, well, 2014 was a bit rocky for a few people. No, she didn't fall asleep on the job or anything like that, but she was a bit stressed out at times, more so than other fairies have been in the past, so that might account for her slipping up here and there. Now, judging by my notes, you've never had a consultation with a New Year fairy before. Oh, last year you met with one. Oh, for resolutions and such. Okay. Well, this is a bit different. This year I'm just going to kind of review, give you a glimpse, I suppose, of what you can expect this year, and sort of impart upon you the knowledge and give you the tools that you need to navigate the waters, so to speak, that lie ahead of you in 2015. Yes, well, we do this for people who are particularly kind and altruistic, generous, good-natured, that sort of thing. And that definitely describes you this previous year. Well, all the previous years, for the most part. Yes, well, there was that one year when you were 5 when things were a bit shaky, but you recovered quite nicely. So, do you have any questions for me before we begin? Oh, quite a few people ask that. Well, the previous years, they're all sort of given a 1-week vacation to start off with, and then they're trained again for another year. Usually we're given a break of about, a century or so, and then we take the reins again. For instance, I'm in charge of 2015, but then I get a bit of a break, and you won't see me again until 2147. Yeah. Well, in that time I'll go through training, and, you need to know a lot in order to uphold your end of the bargain if you're going to be in charge of an entire year. So we undergo an extensive training process where we learn all of the events that will take place that year. Now, provided, I must say this, there are some things that just cannot be foreseen, and we also plan for any eventualities that are rather unexpected that particular year. So, yeah, so the consultation I'll be having with you today is just things that are, well, arranged for you. Now, things can be moved, of course, thanks to human beings' free will and all of that good stuff. You'll be able to alter events that you don't particularly care for. Yes, some things cannot be avoided, of course, but Others most certainly can. Well, I like to look at each year as a clean slate. With the crowning of a new year fairy also comes the opportunity for personal growth and prosperity and health, things like that. And so I like to look at it as a beautiful flower-lined path that you're about to embark upon. And it's up to you which particular roads you take off of that main path. You might want to go for the one that's overgrown and filled with adventure, the ones that's a bit safer and all paved, and or you might want to go for the one that's completely unexpected. So, let's get down to business, shall we? Now, as I said, things aren't quite set in stone, so this is just a rough outline of what you can expect, but things can be altered and improved, or the opposite if you don't pay close attention to where you're walking on that path. Well, I always say you need to take on the year with optimism, and good things are bound to happen, right? So, it looks like, let me see my notes here. Oh, it looks like you'll be encountering some variety of fortune this year. Now, it's unclear whether that's in the way of your personal or professional life, so it might be something in your career goes beautifully right, and you end up advancing up that career ladder that they're always talking about. Is it career or corporate? No matter, that ladder. And, or it could be love, so you might find that special someone that you've been looking for. It's going to be a very fortunate year for you, let's put it that way, with a variety of, a variety of silver linings. That's what I like to say. Let's see here. Now, you are going to have to face a couple of challenges here and there, but yes, well, I'm not at liberty to tell you exactly when these will happen. In fact, they're a bit fluid. They may fluctuate as the year progresses, move upward, or forward, or backward, sideways, whatever the case may be, in the time spectrum, that is. So, when you do face them, just face them with a level head and high hopes and a light spirit. That's the key for the challenges you're about to face this year. They aren't by any means insurmountable, but everyone faces their variety of challenges each year. It could be something as small as having to deal with traffic one particular morning when you're running late for a meeting. Something, more significant, such as relationship troubles or anything of that nature. But the key is to just face it with the knowledge that you are strong and courageous enough to overcome anything that comes your way. Well, the trouble is that many of us aren't aware of the inner strength that we possess. We doubt ourselves, second guess our own abilities, or maybe just have a general sense that we're not going to make it through. But if you know that you're smart enough, and that you're a beautiful person, and that you're, you possess a certain inner light that will always guide your way, then you can rest assured that things will all work out in the end, won't they? Let's see what else we have for you here. Oh, this year is going to be a great year for you in terms of personal growth. So focus on those kinds of things. Yes, well, try doing as many de-stressing activities as possible. Relax any chance you get. And also take a moment for yourself every day, even if it's just a few minutes to read a chapter of a good book or meditate for a few moments on a particular thought or idea or challenge. And hold on to that time no matter what you do. Don't let anyone take it away from you or make you feel guilty for taking it for yourself. Yes. Well, I spoke with a mother of 5, I believe it was, yesterday. Oh, I've had so many appointments, they're all kind of muddling together. But she stood out in my mind. Well, as do you for that matter, but for an entirely different reason. Yes, I see that there's an inner light in you that's much brighter than the others. But anyway, I digress. This particular woman, she had 5 children, 3 boys and 2 girls. And, well, she never took any time for herself in 2014, and she seemed very worried and stressed and anxious when I met with her. And I had to give her a few pointers on how to just, push that pause button and take some time for herself every day and just not feel guilty about it. Yes, well, we each need our own time so that we can be refreshed and rejuvenated and ready to take on each day. Well, then we're better able to help other people as well. You have to keep that in mind. Let's see what else here do I have for you this year. See anything else of importance? Now this one's very important because I don't see this quite often on someone's forecast for the year. In fact, the last time I saw this was about 5 centuries ago. Come to think of it. Yes, it was a darling girl named, what was her name? Alice Windy. Rapunzel? I can't think of the name now. Anyway, this year you're going to have a touch of magic in your life. And I'm not talking about the ordinary, everyday magic that's already there in life. I'm talking about something, well, rather extraordinary. Now, I can't tell you how it would present itself, because that would take all the fun out of it, wouldn't it? But I can tell you it is something truly amazing. And it will change your life in more ways than one. In fact, it seems as though there'll be little touches of it all throughout the year, culminating in something altogether spectacular. That is quite exciting. I'll have to keep a close eye on you this year now, won't I? Oh yes, we're able to observe everything. We have a little wishing well of sorts in the New Year headquarters. And I'm able to, well, each of us possesses a stone, and I'm able to throw mine in and just whisper a name and see what comes up. It's a lovely device. So now, I don't think there's anything else we need to cover. Overall, it looks like 2015 is going to be a quite splendid and remarkable year for you, in fact. I'm eager to see what unfolds. Well, I have to be off to my next appointment now. Yes. People to be, places to see. Places to be, people to see. Yes, that's it. I do get a bit muddled. Well, yes, well, I'll be checking in on you throughout the year, but, otherwise, I wish you the best and happiest and healthiest of years. And,